Good evening, everybody. Sorry, I just got in last minute. But my name is Alan, and this is David. David's mid-career. He has just turned 45, and he's finally starting to think about his pensions. He's thinking, are my pensions working for me? Are they performing the way I need them to? Because I'm going to need them. Let's take a look at what I have. Like many people in the UK, he's realised he's had a number of jobs along the way, and now he has several pensions from multiple different providers. He has no clarity or visibility over what he has, and he certainly hasn't anything he can action on. So he decides, right, let's go look for some advice. So David looks for some advice, and he realised that advice is getting very expensive, and it's not for David. So he looks at the market and sees what else is there out there, and he finds MyFutureNow. We asked David for some simple information, some personal information, some simple facts about his pensions. We then go and do the work for him. And we give him visibility and control over his pensions for the first time. We give him a combined view of what he's got. We give him some predicted outcomes of what it might mean for him. So now he's in control. Essentially what we're doing is developing a number of algorithms in-house that replace about 75% of the human input. So we can do it for a fraction of the cost and a fraction of the time that it takes. A revenue model looks a little bit like this. So what we charge is 1% of the transfer value of what David has in his pension pots. So that number is significant for two reasons. It's 66% cheaper than going to an IFA. It's also significant because the fees that David would normally lose every year to excessive fees from legacy pension schemes that he's just pulled together by doing nothing. So if he didn't switch and paid a 1% fee, he'd lose more than that every year. So we have a number of channels that we're looking at, and we've spoken to many customers, and we've realised that there are certain trigger points, there are certain life stages along the way that, you know, people think about pensions, or it becomes important. Like, for example, changing job obviously is one. So we've a number of strategies that we're working on, utilising job portals like LinkedIn or Indeed. And then we've got the employers themselves. Of employers, you know, are definitely caring more and more about their employees. Pension auto-enrollment is becoming a big thing. So the employers, you know, working with the employers to give a tool to their employees to help them to consolidate pensions is another avenue. Then the last one would be around deals with third-party providers. For example, changing address seems to be a trigger point for people with pensions. So we could work with, for example, furniture removal companies. So there are a number of competitors in the marketplace. There are, you know, well-known names, really good businesses like Nutmeg, who's, you know, low-cost online money management. We've got MoneyHub, which is, you know, a really good data aggregator to help people kind of predict future outcomes. And they tend to be a kind of a CRM system for advisors as well. We then have Hargreaves Lansdown, so they're a pension provider, right? So a SIP platform where you could go direct and do this, and it's open a new pension. And then Pension Tracing Service, which helps people to gather lost pensions. What's different for us is we're an end-to-end independent pension consolidation or unification service. So that's what makes us unique. So I've worked in the industry for 10 years. I'm a certified financial planner. I've dealt with these people. I've dealt with employees. I've dealt with customers that, you know, come to me panicking at 45 and they've got stuff all over the place and they're trying to make sense out of it. I know the pains. I know the processes are painful too. So I know how to fix it. Simon knows nothing about pensions, which is fantastic. So he's here to design something that people can understand. We've got Nareesh and Evo, or CTO and CMO, and all of us have been involved in startups in the past. So a roadmap looks a bit like this. We're looking for some money too. But we want to complete the phase 1 of our development by the end of February. We'll complete phase 2 by the end of June, which will be our full switching service. We're looking to close a seed round at that stage, get to 165 paid customers and break even in 2017. So if you want to join us on helping millions of people towards a happier retirement, please do. Thank you.